Alright, we made it to Idaho. Back there. We're going to hot springs this morning. We're in Loman. If you come to Loman, make sure you stock up on stuff because there's nothing here. In the winter especially, there's no grocery store really. We found that out last night, and so we had to, there's a little restaurant called the Sourdough Lodge, and it's like a restaurant and a hotel and all that. Patrick bought bread, 2 boxes of macaroni, and milk, and it was about $40. So if you can stock up before you get in town, do that. But we're headed to the hot springs.
I'm so hot!
We're going to Kirkham Hot Springs, and it is about 10 degrees outside. Kirkham Hot Springs is Idaho's most popular hot springs because it is right off the road, is one of the main reasons. You park and you walk just for a few minutes and you're at all the hot springs and pools. There is a viewing area where you can get a look at the South Fork Payette River, which is the river that the hot springs is located right beside of. This is in Boise National Forest as well. And like there's hot springs all up and along the edge. Tifa. Alright, we made it to Kirkham Hot Springs. And me and Faye are chilling in the warm pool. And we Faye and the others are in the hotter pools. This one's pretty, like, she's can you see? Say hi. Hi. So it was a little bit dicey getting over here because it's icy in some of the parts, but we made it. And we There are many little pools along the river. None of them are super deep, but the kids all found their own little area, and the temperature ranges from, warm to very hot, depending on how close you get to the top. All right, so this is what we came across. There's a few different pools you come across, and it's a little bit hard to get across. Well, not if you're an adult, but when you have kids with you and it's icy. The first pool over there was a little bit, I would say, lukewarm, and there's a little waterfall. And then when you cross over the big rock, there's another little pool over there, but there's people in it, so we're waiting until they leave. Bigger. And then you got this pool that Noel's in. It's warm. It's kind of hot. It's warm.
I'm gonna go over to that big room.
And then there's a little pool up there that's hot. This pool was the perfect temperature for Freya. So if you have young kids, just make sure you check the temperatures before you get in, because some of them can be very hot. We got there and there was already a family there, but we went around them and hung out in this area and waited until they left. And then we got to this area. This was the area that the other family was sitting in for the longest time. And it's the deepest area we found. It was nice and warm as well. Make sure you bring water because the hot springs can definitely dehydrate you. There's a few different little waterfalls as well. Again, just check the temperature before you just go right into them. But the view is awesome, and the kids really loved it. And it's a lot easier to get into the pools when it's not ice. The only ones here now, I think. The other family here, and they left. Kirkham Hot Springs is definitely one you should visit, but make sure you get there as early as you can because it does get crowded. Even in the winter, there was tons of people there when we drove back by in the afternoon. So if you want it to be a little bit more peaceful and have it to yourself, you're gonna have to get up early and get there before the crowds do. Aoife or Fiona? Last time we were here, we used this bathroom and it was disgusting. I don't know, that's been like 3 years, so maybe they've done it better. But we went ahead and put our bathing suits on underneath before we got here, so we didn't actually need the changing stations. There's some little pools up here that you can get in if you want, but they're not great. We went to the town of Grand Valley, Idaho, and picked up some snacks and dinner stuff before we headed to the next hot spring. What you doing? Bye. 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 Alright, I'm gonna put these back. There's so much beautiful scenery when you're driving through Idaho. I made my husband stop multiple times so I just get out and take pictures and videos. We're walking to Pine Flat Hot Springs. It's winter, so the campground's closed. Just have to park on the shoulder up there and walk.
Hey.
So I'm not sure how long it is. We'll see. Say hey. Pine Flats Hot Springs is located off of a campground, but in the winter it's closed, so you have to park and walk a little bit further. There'll be a sign to tell you where to go to the hot springs. It's about 3/4 of a mile of a hike. When you get to the hot springs, there will be a little hot spring with a waterfall at the bottom, but there was somebody in that one, so we had to go on up and around and find the other pools at the top. Hey, Ray!
Hey, look, can you move so I can sit down here?
Look at that. Hey, you three, look at me. Freya! Alright, we're in Pine Flat Hot Springs. There's a couple at the bottom in the bigger pool with the waterfall. So we came up the top. And these are actually really nice, and the view is really nice up here as well. I'll stand up. And Freya's enjoying the worm pool, top of her head. We're at I think this is the hottest one up here that we're in.
It's the Pine Flat one.
Yeah.
It's a hot spring. Although they don't have many options to choose from, I think we should have gone Neo Plus and the Coco. Because there would be more people. My favorite brand and you.
There were a few more people at this hot springs. There was like 3 couples there when we got there. I definitely enjoyed the scenery and the view at this hot spring over Kirkham. However, it was a bit more difficult to get to the hot springs, and again, they are kind of shallow, so you kind of have to, like Riker was laying down on this one. He liked the one on the edge there.
Also located in Idaho,
In
Cascade.
no, it's not. It's in Lowman, Idaho.
Oh, Lowman.
So
I thought it was near Cascade Platinum Club.
it's 20 minutes from Kirkham Hot Springs. These are only 2 of the hot springs in Idaho, which has so many. It has more than any other state, and we definitely plan to go back and visit. But these are just, we enjoyed these. We've done about 5 different ones in Idaho, but these were 2 of our favorites, so definitely check them out.